Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Marauders and the Thunder. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Ryan Greenberg, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Stepping into the box, Flash Miller. He will lead this one off today. First pitch of the at-bat. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Guys, you take a look at the home 9 as they enter play here this afternoon. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Fouled away. A bouncer to the left side. Barehanded, the throw. He's out.
That is second. The left fielder, number 9.
Striding into the box, Wang, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch.
Nope.
Lays off 1-0. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike, 1-1. Wang, 28 years old. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Stepping in, Chase Mitchell. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here's the pitch. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Doc Martin gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Standing in, Brian Cannon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. In the air now, out to right field. Kane has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Batting second, the left fielder, Kevin Esslinger.
Digging in, Kevin Esslinger. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Now here it comes. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. So guys, our visitors as they take the field following a scoreless top half. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
2-1 now. Now here it comes. In the air now out to left field. Wang is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting first, the center fielder, Saul Worthing.
So coming to the plate, Saul Worthing. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way.
Hey.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Second inning set to go, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Alexander Goodwin.
Number 43.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Scooped up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Casey Kane.
Now at the plate, Casey Kane. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Two balls and no strikes. And he fouls this one off. No score here as we play inning number 2. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And he struck him out. Digging in now, number 20. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Now the pitch. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Oh, he's got that beautiful 12-6 curveball, doesn't he? It's part of what makes him as good as he is, and he has a lot of confidence in it. He'll even throw it behind the count at times.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
At the plate, Dan Briscoe, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the belt, the pitch. A shot down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. As a look, now the pitch. Oh, he couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Ready with the 0-2. Now a curveball misses inside.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Coming to the plate now, Randall Mad Dog.
For Tennessee, the catcher, Randall Mad Dog.
First pitch on its way. The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. And the pitch. Popped him up. Goodwin moving to his left. 1 away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Tiny Ryan.
So stepping in, Tiny Ryan. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. Here's the first pitch to him.
Down 1-1.
The 1-1.
Well,
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Set to get his day started, Milton Otto, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Runners back. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. A Bare hand for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Frankie Shortsleeve. First offering on its way. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
Count 1-0.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Two and one after the foul ball there. Now here's the pitch. And that one finds the target on the outside corner. 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
Full count.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
3-2 pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. So here now is the pitcher, Doc Martin. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's out.
Third inning, no score to this point. A ball and a strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. And 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Lifted in the air to center field. Worthing is there. 2 gone.
The batter, the shortstop, Flash Miller.
Ready for another chance. Flash Miller. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
1 ball, no strikes the count. And he misses again. 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. It's taken for strike 2.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Bottom of the third now, and next will be the speed threat, Michael Lopez.
The shortstop, Michael Lopez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Lopez, certainly a versatile middle infielder, playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, Matty, normally the transition from second base to shortstop goes the other way around, but this guy has such a strong arm. I don't see it being any problem for him to put his foot in the ground, backhand something in that 5-6 hole, and throw a strike to first base.
3-0 to him now. And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
Into the box now, Corey Esparza. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 1-2. Drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
It's the best competition in all of sport, the pitcher against the batter right there. He fouled off multiple pitches, refused to go down. Not only did he get a knock, but he ran some pitch total up too.
At the plate, Ryan Greenberg. This will show bunt, but pull it back for ball one. Lopez at second, Esparza at first with no outs. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Brian Cannon.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Cannon. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me the same at bat. As you stride to the plate right here, give me the same execution. Just get something in the air. You got a chance to take the lead right here. Don't try and do any more. With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
The 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Oh, shaking his head on that knuckle curve. 1-2. Line towards center field. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
So striding in, Kevin Esslinger, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. 1-1 the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. A run, a hit, and a man left. 3 innings complete. The Thunder are out on top 1-0. All set for the start of the 4th. And next it'll be the outfielder, Wang.
Number 9.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he takes a cold strike 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Popped him up. Esparza over to his left. And that's the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Coming to the plate now, Chase Mitchell.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball grounded towards second. He's got it. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, number 43.
Digging in, Alexander Goodwin. First delivery to him on the way.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup. Curveball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
And he lays off for ball 1. And he'll come back with 1 in the 3rd as the count moves to 2-1 now. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Fouled off. Two out, nobody on. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Saul Worthing. First offering on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Two balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now he's able to get a glove on that one. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now.
The batter, the catcher, Randall Mad Dog.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Randall Mad Dog. Here's the first pitch to him. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. The 0-1 pitch. Rounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect from the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In now, Tiny Ryan. Now a bunt attempt here. You see the average starting play at .318. No home runs as of yet, and with just the lone RBI. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Runs up and gets this one down. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Heading out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Casey Kane.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Keenan Taylor.
Stepping into the box, Keenan Taylor. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the pitch. And he takes ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
The count now at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box now, Dan Briscoe. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Esslinger is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Ready now, Milton Otto.
For the Thunder, the right fielder, Milton Otto.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Lopez.
Standing in now, Michael Lopez. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And it's quickly 0-2. Here it comes. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Now at the plate, Corey Esparza. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
And a wide throw here as it skips into center field. So he swipes second despite the pitch out.
Yeah, it seemed like everyone in the building knew he was going to be running there, right? Didn't make a difference, though. He got a great jump and absolutely burned it down to second to get in safely.
Here's the 1-0. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he'll dive back in safely. 1 out and a runner on second base. Runner goes for third. Pitch outside the throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
All even now, 2-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
High in the air out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Ryan Greenberg. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Two out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first two pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over.
So they scratch across a run on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. 5 innings complete. Tennessee is on top 2-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and now it'll be the catcher, Frankie Shortsleeve.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Lopez backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
The pitcher, number 64, Doc Martin.
Now at the plate, Doc Martin. Here comes the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Esparza is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Brad Miller.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Flash Miller. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive. So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away as we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And you can see that these guys currently find themselves 4th in the NL in that category. Into the box, Wang. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Throw over to first, and the runner back. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch or he's going to start getting hurt.
Here's a look over to first, but the runner's back easily. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
He's got to find a way to grab some composure out there and not let this inning get away from him. He was dominating, and now he goes out and gives up a 2-out single and then almost drills a guy. Get back in the zone.
The 1-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Two pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Throw over to the bag. Runner back standing. A runner on first with 2 away. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Base hit into right center. This will kick up against the wall now. The runner from first crosses the plate. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Now time called here as the manager pops out of the first base dugout. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he can't lose this ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at second, meaning it'd be a no decision if that run comes across to score. Eric Mensch is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Eric Mensch.
So now to the plate, Chase Mitchell. This will lay off a slider too low, ball 1. The inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. On to the bottom of the 6th. Tennessee leads it 2-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Brian Cannon.
Second baseman, Brian.
First delivery to him on the way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. This is line to left. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
At the plate, Kevin Esslinger. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Late square, and this is popped up. But this will get foul for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit to third. And there are 2 away now.
fielder, Saul Worthing.
Ready for another shot now. Saul Worthing. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to left. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. Didn't waste any time like the first pitch he saw to keep the inning going.
Now batting, catcher, Randall Mad Dog.
Stepping in, Randall Mad Dog.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Now a throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. And again a throw, and he'll get back in safely. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
3-0 count. Here it comes. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Stepping up now, Tiny Ryan. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And it's too late as he's in there. So the lead runner moves up, but the runner on first was sleeping, it seems. Ready with the 1-0.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hops this one up. Miller ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Alexander Goodwin. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
At the plate now, Casey Kane, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
2-1 now.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Keenan Taylor will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as they'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Ball 1. One and 2 now.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
On the ground to short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. On to first. So he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Now they played the matchup there and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Now to the plate, Dan Briscoe, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel, 2-1 our score. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Here's the 1-1. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
Still 1-2. Men on third with 2 down. And he fouls this one off. Fastball well outside.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Thunder lead it 2-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Felix Fernandez will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Dexter McCain will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hole in the order here on that double switch.
Number 3, Dexter.
Last half of the 7th here, and digging in is the outfielder, Milton Otto. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
In now, Michael Lopez. No balls and 1 strike. It was a walk in his last trip. 0-1, here it comes.
Oh, that's low. Yep, that ball went out.
Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping in now, Corey Esparza, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Chop foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes.
1 ball.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
2 balls.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter. 2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Scott Franchise will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. They'll start this one at 274. 9 homers and 21 driven in. The 1-0 delivery. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. 2 out with the man at first. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
1 strike.
From the belt, the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Here now the 2-2. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, number 10 for him on the year, as it's now a 4-1 ball game.
This guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
At the plate, Brian Cannon. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Two to count.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Lifted in the air out to right. Team is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 4-1. Quentin Walsh has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Quentin Walsh.
Leading off the inning, Frankie Shortsleeve, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a wave and a miss. Looked like the slider there.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Into the box now, Dexter McCain, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This is skied out toward right. Otto is there, 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Flash Miller.
Digging in and looking for more, Flash Miller. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's out.
Now the 1-0.
Ball in.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
And it's fouled away. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Wang would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Otto is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Digging in, Kevin Esslinger.
Leading off for the Thunder, the left fielder, Kevin Esslinger.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. The Marauders entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late-game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
And this is low, ball 2, 2-1. And for the opposition, finishing this one off and salvaging a win in the series will sort of allow them to at least save a little face here at home.
No doubt about it. The last thing you want to do is get beat around in your own backyard. You want to make your home ballpark a winning ballpark, so winning this one and avoiding the sweep could be just what the doctor ordered.
Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Now at the plate, Saul Worthing. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. There's one, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Randall Mad Dog. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll dive back in. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Pitch out. Nothing doing.
No strike.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Three and 0 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Gabriel Barrera takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Standing in, Tiny Ryan. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. First and second now, 1 man out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Late square, and this is popped up. Barrera is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The right fielder, number 48, Milton Otto.
Now batting, Milton Otto. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a ball 1-0.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Fouled away. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Guy Eaton comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. All set to start the ninth in this one, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Wang.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
And look at this, a bunt attempt to start the ninth. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Hey!
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
To the plate now, Chase Mitchell. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Esparza waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 43.
Into the box, Alexander Goodwin, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses, ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted the other way out to left center. And he'll make the catch to end it as the Thunder have ended their 5-game losing streak as the ball game is over.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games. But they got the monkey off their back here with the win, and are hoping to build on that now.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. Tennessee led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Ryan Greenberg gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. Doc Martin pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Guy Eaton wraps it up for the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 4 runs on 3 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the visitors, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.